fast. My stream already went down. I'm gonna redo my intro. I don't want to post like the 1 minute. Uh, so I'm Tim. It's Friday. Very excited about Friday. This is a stream of my workouts for the year. For the year, doing a body transformation this year. The difference between this transformation and other ones is that I'm not taking any sort of supplements. So no, protein shakes, protein powders, no BCAAs, no creatine. Just trying to get all of my nutrients from the food that I eat. Um, that is the goal. I'm not opposed to supplements. I think they're great. I've used them in the past. Just don't know if it's necessary for me to take supplements to hit my current, my current goals. And I'll see how it goes. Secondary reason is that when my kid starts preschool, preschool's not cheap. Putting out supplements saves me $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year, and every little bit helps. So, doing back today, I did say I am very tired, a little slow going this morning. My kids were up late, and one of them woke up a couple of times during the night, waking me up. So I am a little tired, a little foggy, but here we go. I did do warm ups, which you're not going to see. I'm not going to post a 1 minute starting video before it crashed, but do take time to warm up when you're doing deadlifts. You don't want to mess it up. So this is a 10-pound dumbbells. I sound very, very glad the weekend's here. It's gonna be a somewhat busy weekend. My dryer broke, and it's not gonna be fixed for a week. So I have to go to the laundromat this weekend, which will be obnoxious. But oh well. Hey, morning, Collins. How's it going? Hooked up the old PC or PS4, playing some Call of Duty last night. LOL Modern Warfare Call of Duty 4 remastered. That's fun, man. It's fun, like taking out older video games and stuff and playing them. Which is weird that PS4 is now like an older system. Do you have a gun setup that you prefer? Or do you do heavy machine or light machine gun rather, or like sniper? What kind of setup do you like to run? M16 red dot or an AK-47 or rushing? Yeah, my style of gaming when I'm anytime I'm doing like Black Ops is I prefer accurate weapons. It's like the M16 over high powered and rapid fire. But like I said before, my mom and dad were Marines, and so they drilled into us the whole one shot, one kill. I love like people that don't shoot a lot and they profess a love for AK-47s. Like, oh, it's such a durable weapon. It's like, yeah, or you could just take care of your rifle. There's all the videos of like online when someone pours sand into their AK-47 and then can fire off rounds. It's like, yeah, that's great, but when am I going to have to worry about a bunch of sand in my rifle? I don't live around sand. And if I'm marching to where it's a place that's covered in sand, things have gotten really bad. And I probably have an issued rifle. Colin says I'm down 5 pounds from last time I weighed myself, April 6th. So I'm seeing some progress. Oh, that's awesome, man. 5 pounds in less than a month? That's good. That's very good. I'm telling you, like, if if a person just focuses on losing 5 pounds a month in a year, that's 60 pounds. Like, that's a big game changer. Versus like usually people are like, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds a month. It's just not sustainable. But 5 pounds, 5 pounds is a really easy to do number. And I don't mean like 5 pounds is easy, but 5 pounds is like more reasonable than trying to lose 10 pounds a month. And if your goal is to lose 5 pounds a month, like some months you will lose like 7 pounds, and then maybe you hit a rough spot. But it's easier to make up. You know, let's say you only lose 2 pounds 1 month. Well, it's easier to go back in and lose 8 pounds to make up for that shortage than it is to go in and make up for a 10 pound or set. It's just more. I feel like 5 pounds a month is more practical. It's a good show. I mean, it's so if you lose 5 pounds in April, let's say you lose 5 pounds a month just the rest of the year. That's 8 more months, and then you're looking at 40 pounds loss. I look at just some people like if you're let's say you're 100 pounds overweight, like people try to hard charge that down in a year. It's just not practical. Give yourself some time. Give yourself 2 years to lose 100 pounds. And I think if you give yourself 2 years to lose 100 pounds, you're going to lose a lot more than 100 pounds. But if you just try and hard charge it, you may lose 40 pounds at the beginning of the year and then just burn out. I haven't had a soda since mid-March. Just coffee, sparkling, iced caffeine, or caffeine. Hmm. Yeah, soda is a big one if you can cut it out. I I've never been a huge soda drinker. Um, never been a huge juice drinker because I always figured if I'm putting that much calories in my body, it might as well be a beer. Which is probably not the healthier mindset, but that was just the way I saw it. And what helps me with soda is I just never buy it. And I specifically, the only soda that I really like on the regular is just Coke, but Coke from a can. It's my favorite way. That's my favorite soda. My favorite way to drink soda is Coke from a can. I don't know why it has to be Coke from a can, but to me, just Coke from an ice cold can is the best soda there is. I always drink Mountain Dew for my caffeine, and what I do is not buy it. I read cans of Mountain Dew fountains or Mickey D's fountain soda. Yeah, make it McDonald's sticks pretty good with the formula. But I tell you, it doesn't help me. But if I go to like In and Out, um, or a place that has good shakes, I'll get a shake instead of a soda to drink. But I'm very picky about my shakes and who makes them. And I tend to prefer places that don't put whipped cream on shakes. All right, 70 pounds. That's 31.75 kilograms. Red Robin shakes are good as well. They have all you can drink root beer floats as well. I will say, I do like root beer, um, and I like ginger ale, but I like it as a mixer. I like doing Jack Daniels and ginger ale, Jack and ginger. But lately, I just drink Jack straight up when I'm drinking. Captain is superior to Jack. Yeah. Vanilla Coke with a Captain 100 proof or white birch beer. Yeah. It's a deadlift. Collins asked, "What's this exercise called?" I don't have a problem with uh, Captain Morgan. I just prefer whiskey. I'd say probably blame my preference for whiskey on my genetics. When I took that ancestry test, the biggest the biggest solid chunk from like one people group was 48% Irish. Everything else was a mix up of uh, Swiss and Spanish, Native American, a little bit Jewish. The biggest solid chunk of anything that I had was Irish. Probably where I'm gonna say the whiskey comes from. And I think probably a love of old like Western books probably prompted that as well. Cowboys drink whiskey. I'm Irish. On says, love a good Reuben, doesn't know sauerkraut, etc. Yeah. My mom loves sauerkraut, and my wife. Never been a huge sauerkraut fan, but I think mostly because I'm not a huge vegetable fan, no matter how you dress it up. On says Monday I won't be here, but I'll try to catch the rebroadcast or YouTube videos. Cool, man. Monday's when you're starting your new job, right? Well, from Monday on, yeah, new job, a little earlier start time. Oh, cool, man. Are you gonna, when you hit a job site, what kind of like person are you for a new job? You try and make friends or hold back and be reserved? Depends on the atmosphere, but typically I'm calm, cool, and reserved. That's good. I like to get to know people that I'm working with and commonalities. So I will ask a lot of questions and try and get people to open up about themselves when I start working with someone, especially if they have interesting stories. I love listening to interesting stories. And usually, everybody knows interesting stories. It's rare that someone's life is completely boring. You just have to find it and dig it out of them. I started like slipping out of my hand. But if the job, like, working hard is my first like priority in any job. So if there's stuff to be done, I don't usually talk. I like to get the job done. And I like to do, I always like to do at least twice the work of everyone else. Try and do it faster. I hate when I'm not the fastest one on a site. Just a big believer in giving a job 110% and learning it so I can move up. And just be like undeniably awesome at whatever the task is. Like when I worked in the casino, I always wanted my section of the floor to be the cleanest and, you know, the most pristine. And I would work really hard on that. But I also would be smart about it too. This is where like being able to talk to people helps. Is I would talk to all the like the maintenance or janitors and stuff, and the people that did all the like deep cleaning, because then if I had an issue in my section, they were more likely to show up to clean it faster because they knew it was me. Versus other people would not do a good job cleaning their section, not really talk to the internal maintenance and janitors enough, so their sections would stay dirtier longer if there was a big problem than mine. I gotta fix my grip. Hold on. Exactly, become irreplaceable. So I have companies who will hire me back. Good for you, man. That's good. My least favorite places to work are places where the boss
always tells people, "Oh, we're a family here," and it's like, no, either you have a very weird definition of what a family is, or you're lying, because this is definitely not how a family acts.
My least favorites are also people that do the compliment sandwich. Family these nuts, and they will give you a 10-cent raise and a pizza party. Exactly. Yes, that's funny because that's true. The guys are always like, we're a family," and it's a pizza party. I had my first time as a manager, I would get my team moving by because you had like a budget that you could spend on your team every month, and people would do things like, "Oh, we're gonna have a contest at the end of the month. You know, whoever gets the best numbers is gonna get X, Y, and Z." But it usually would stay the same people. It doesn't really motivate the lower group. So I took my budget and um, I would buy Starbucks with it instead for my employees, and I would caffeinate the crap out of them. And especially when it comes to sales, you can take an introvert. If you give an introvert enough caffeine, they will become an extrovert and will do a great job selling. You just have to caffeinate them.
I would have loved to have been around the era where you could also
Take employees out for drinks at like lunch. So I think the same thing would happen if you gave an introvert, you know, a couple of rounds at lunchtime. They go out and be amazing at selling. That's one thing I loved when I had my own business is when you're running your own company and you want to, you know, have a beer in the middle of a hot day, you can. Now it would be doing landscaping and yard work in a 90-degree day, and it'd be so nice just to finish out all the morning jobs and stuff that I had around like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, go to a bar, have a drink, relax in the nice, cool bar, have a quick conversation with some older guy that had amazing stories of his life, get back in the truck, and go clean some more yards up. And if you were working a big piece of property, you know, you could have a drink or two at any point and no one cared. When you're weed whacking 5 or 6 acres, no one cares what you're doing in 5 or 6 acres. They have no idea. That and naps, man. It's nice, like taking naps in the middle of the day when you're working for yourself. You can find a nice cool tree, deep shade, lay down, close your eyes, wake up, and get back to work. Colin says, you ever see the landscape guy who goes around to houses that are overgrown and he takes care of all the work for free? Yeah, I've seen that guy. He does like the sidewalks that are super overgrown, and there's like a couple of them. It's a great way to advertise your business. It does feel really nice when you show up at a property that's just looks like crap and you turn it over. And that feels so good. Man, I'm out of time today. I'll do one more side. I like sidewalk cleaning videos as well. They're satisfying. I like the pressure washing ones. Those are very cool. The only time I almost really one of the times I've almost hurt myself on a job was my first time using a pressure washer. I was like 20 or 21. And I was pressure washing a car dealership. The building, we were doing a clean on it, and on the hose, and I was able to lean forward because there's so much pressure on, lean forward from the ladder. And I got done spraying, and I just killed the water and didn't think about the fact that I was leaning over. And thankfully, I was quick on my feet. I didn't like fall flat on my face, but that was a dumb move. If I was 16 again, Jay Collins said, if I was 16 again, I'd be going around with a pressure washer making money. Yeah,
Well, I mean, you don't have to wait for your 16. Pressure washing on the weekend, you know, if you own equipment, this is why, like, I think buying equipment is the best thing. Buying yourself a chainsaw, buying yourself landscaping equipment, is you'll potentially always be able to earn money. You know, if times are tough, I can throw my tools in the back of my truck and go find someone that needs landscaping and make money. You know, and if you own a pressure washer, it's a easy way to make money, get it done. You know, but that's why I mean, and that's why I said like owning a company is great because when you own a company, you can write off all your tools. Sorry, someone's making noise outside my house. All right. Well, thank you so much. Talk to you later. It's have a good weekend. God bless you.